Welcome to the second episode of our Mörk Borg series, everyone. This series we sat down with Pelle Nilsson, the writer of Mörk Borg, an apocalyptic dark fantasy RPG about dealing with the end of the world in a very heavy metal-inspired setting. We are also joined this series by Agatha Cheng, one of the hosts of the Asians Represent podcast, filling in for Amelia. This episode, we finish up our amazing and sometimes gross characters, so just be warned that this game goes hard, though we did tone it down a tad for the series. Join me after the show for our normal show closer stuff and Patreon information and thank yous. It's just me today, since Amelia needs every moment available for her judging duties. With all of that out of the way, enjoy the show, everyone. On the last episode of Character Creation Cast, Pelle was creating a wretched royalty named Terras. Agatha was creating a gutter scum named Noggle, and I was creating a classless named Hargha. We're picking up right where we left off last time. Enjoy. Like, we still have to figure out our silver, you said, and our hit points and omens, right?
Yeah. You start with to check how much silver you have. So then we'll go with the classless first. So then you roll 2d6 times 10 silver.
Okay. 1 second. Trying to get to the right page in the book itself to where I need to go. Yeah,
it's on page 18. 18.
Okay. Oh, I see. There we go. One hand holds 2d6 times 10 silver.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we get. Oh, a 3. So 30 silver.
That's good.
Okay. So what is next? I've got my silver for my character. Is everybody rolling 2d6 times 10 basically at that
for
point?
Silver?
Or no, it depends on which class you are. So should we roll your equipment first, maybe? The classless one? Yeah.
So it says I get a water skin, a D4 days worth of food.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll that D4. Let's see if I am able to survive long. Ooh, I got a 4. Nice.
That's good.
So water skin and 4 days of food.
Then you roll on the random tables on the next page get your...
So I see a D6.
Yeah.
All right. So D6. Let's see what extra stuff I get here. A 5. A small wagon or one item above of your choice. And the other options above are a sack or a backpack.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably drag a small wagon myself, right?
Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
You can.
I'm going with that small wagon. I know how many times I have needed a small wagon in a fantasy RPG with or without a horse. Worst case scenario, I can just push it down a hill and hop on, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
Just hope for the best. Okay. And then I've got a D12 table here.
Yeah.
For some other random stuff. I got a 6, a sharp needle. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I do some needlepoint in my spare time. Or it could be used for poisons. Who knows?
Yeah. The two ends of
right.
needle usage.
Exactly. All right. And I also have a toolbox with 10 nails, tongs, hammer, saw, and a drill. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got all of those.
So the next thing is You roll a random weapon first.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So that's...
that's the D10, right?
D10.
Amazing. I hope I do not roll a 1, which is a fever. But
yeah.
I gotta say, I love the presentation of the weapons. No. It's just a person getting impaled by all sorts of objects.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did. I rolled a 1. I've got a femur for a
A femur? Was it a femur?
Yep, it was a femur, yep.
Oh, okay.
That's a D4 for damage, right? You know, you deal with and take with what you get, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's probably a reason why I have a fever.
So that the femur it's D4 damage.
Yeah.
When you hit someone.
I mean,
then you check your armor.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see, armor, which is a D4. Okay.
D4.
2 light armor. Probably go with some leather armor.
Yeah. So when you get damage, you roll a D2. It's like a D4, which you divide in 2, and you reduce that damage.
Okay.
When you get hit.
That makes sense. So it looks like on the character sheet, there's spots for marking D2, D4, or D6.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and plop a dot into the D2 there. Good to go. Okay. It looks to be all of my equipment at this point, right?
Yeah, that's it. You should also roll your omens before we can. The 2 other of us can also roll our equipment and stuff like that.
Sure.
Then we can flesh out the characters a bit after that. But first, you should check your omens for a classless character.
Okay. So what do I roll for the omens?
It's a D2. So if you
okay. I do have a D2 somewhere in the studio, but
yeah,
I'll just roll a D4. But evens are 1, odds are 1, evens are 2. That makes a lot more sense. Of course, I rolled a 1, so I have 1. 1
omen.
Amazing. Not a very lucky character, it feels like so far.
No. So, should we go ahead with Gariborn Scum?
Yes.
Yes.
I have rolled my silver, which I think is it says begins with 1d6 times 10s. And I assume that is
that's right.
about silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is about silver.
I have 30 silver. And then I have rolled my omen as well. I also rolled a 1 on a d4.
Yep.
So I guess I have 1.
And then you should roll your hit points as well. That's a d6 plus your toughness.
Okay. I rolled a 3. So my hit point is 4.
Yeah. And we forgot your hit points, the classless one.
Yeah, it looks like a D8.
That's a D8.
All right.
Plus your toughness.
All right. I mean, that's pretty middle of the road. I've got a 4. That's not too bad.
Nice. We both have 4 hit points.
Amazing.
Yes. And then we should check the equipment for...
D6.
So, yeah.
So what?
You roll on the same tables as the classless one.
Okay.
On page 19.
A 6 for the weapon table is what I rolled.
Oh, 6 for
it's for the random, the other equipment first. It's like
so
where you roll the wagon. So it's on page 19 in the book.
It's got 3 tables on there.
So you check that equipment first.
A D6 and then 2 12-sideds.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just count the D6 that I just rolled for the first thing.
Yeah.
I have a donkey.
Yeah. Ooh.
A donkey.
Now we can pull my wagon.
That's it.
We'll see.
I mean, you could select something from above
That's
instead.
my donkey.
That's true.
Okay, so donkey and then D12.
How are we going to survive the apocalypse if we can't work together?
Well, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
The next thing that I got, I rolled a 11, which is a bottle of red poison.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's very fitting for a gutter skull.
D4 doses of that.
Okay.
Oh, you got to roll a D4, see how many doses you have.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I should have muted. It's 2. I have 2 doses. Okay.
Nice.
That's really good.
2 doses for 2 companions?
Yeah.
Your contingency fund, perhaps?
And yeah, I'll need to get your needle first.
Right.
So the day that your needle disappears, watch
Uh-oh.
out. And then another D12.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a 7. Heavy chain, 15 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now she can tie us up before she poisons us.
Then it comes to the weapon, and then the Garabon scum only gets to roll a D6 on the weapon table,
Okay.
not
Mm.
a D10.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 4. A 4 is a knife. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fitting.
Nice.
D4 of damage.
Mhm.
And for the armor, you get to the Garabon scum get to roll a D2 on the armor table.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So you have no armor.
I guess that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Then to flesh your Garabon scum out, we can do that. You mentioned bad birth before. You can roll a D6 to just spice it up a bit.
Yes, I did roll a D6.
Yeah.
I was speeding ahead. So I rolled a 5, so I escaped the Tflelandian orphanarium.
Oh.
Yeah.
I escaped with their poison and a knife.
What
Yes.
sort of orphanarium is this?
Yeah. Yeah, why do you think I escaped?
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
And the Garabon scum get a special thing from the class table there.
Ooh.
A special item where you roll a D6 on
Okay.
and check what that is.
Okay, I rolled a 3. This is so funny. A 3 is an abominable goblobber.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Ew.
My phlegm is it's disgusting and ballistically accurate at a short range.
No.
Yes.
You could spend D2 times during a fight.
Roll presence test for accuracy. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Targets are blinded or throwing up for D4 rounds. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. And did you check your omens and hit points? I don't remember.
Yes,
if you
I did.
rolled that one.
Yes, I have 4 hit points and I have 1 omen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then it's my turn to check my equipment as a wretch royalty. So I do the same as you. Start with the D6 and I get a backpack.
Okay.
Which can contain 7 normal-sized items. And then I roll a D12, a medicine chest.
Oh, helpful.
That's quite a good.
Yeah, helpful
Yeah.
if you get poisoned. I mean, I don't know why that would happen, but you know.
Yeah, I can roll I roll presence and add +4.
Oh,
Presence +4 uses. Let's see how many uses I get. 1 plus presence. I only have 1 use, but it's okay. I can stop bleeding and infections, and I can heal D6 hit points.
wow.
So that's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I get a crowbar.
Oh.
which can be used as a weapon as well.
Mm-hmm.
The rich royalty roll normally on the weapons table. So let's see what I get. A 5.
What is it?
That's a Warhammer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what's your armor?
Yeah, Warhammer does D6 damage.
Oh, wow.
My armor is, I roll a D4, but the rich royalty have to re-roll. If I get heavy armor, I have to re-roll that. But I get a medium armor, so I think I have a scale armor.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So I when I get hit, I get to roll a minus D4 damage if I get hit.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I start with 4d6 times 10 silver.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
Yeah. Yes. So that's 15 times.
Wow.
What was it? Times 10.
Mm-hmm.
150 silver.
Goodness.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still rich.
Very heavy backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is your backpack so jingly?
Yeah. I made a mistake before because the rich royalty are only supposed to roll a D8 on the weapons table. But yeah, it's okay. I could have gotten the Warhammer anyway. So
Right.
Yeah. And something has been going on with me. Things were going well for me until 2 young princes were kidnapped west of Bergen Crypt and disappeared into the black crevice of the eastern slopes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
What does that have to do with you, though?
Yeah.
Were you one of the young princes?
Yeah, I think I was. I was one of them.
Oh, wow.
Actually.
Oh, interesting.
That's right. Yeah. So let's check my omens. I have to get to roll a D2, and I rolled a 4 on my D4, so I have 2 omens.
Oh, wow.
And then I have toughness, which is +2, plus a D6, and I roll a 6.
Oh, wow.
So I have 8.
Found our tank of the party. My goodness.
8 hit points. Yeah, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to roll. I'm very average on many things, but I get to roll 2 items on the special item table for the red royalty. And I rolled a 1 and 2.
Oh, very nice.
And the first one is the blade of my ancestors.
Dennis has so many weapons.
I know.
You have your crowbar, your warhammer, and
blade of your
weapon of your ancestors.
Yeah, and that talking sword is clearly magical, unreliable, and it really doesn't like me.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it taunts me, and when I use it, there's a risk of 1 on a die 6 that I hit myself or my companions.
If it's continually disappointed, it develops a 1 in 6 chance of accidentally attacking you or your companion. Yeah. That is so good.
But it's good when I want to attack in defense. I only need to hit 10 on the difficulty rating. I mentioned before it's 12, but I only need to hit 10, and then it does D6 plus 1 in damage.
Wow.
That's very good.
That's the good thing about this. The second thing was Peltron of the Court Gister. That's practically useless and irritating and emotionally drains me. And it makes enemies a bit unfocused in combat. So that's good. The first 2 rounds in combat, both me and and you, my friends, my allies, we get a +2 when we want to attack or defense.
That's very so helpful.
With that item.
Just in case you accidentally attack us, it's helpful to have +2 defense.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. No one of us rolled any scrolls. The scrolls are like magical, the magic in Mörk Borg. So they are sacred scrolls and not unsacred scrolls, but I forgot the name of them, which you can roll if you have luck. It's called unclean scrolls, and the other one is sacred scrolls, which you can get. So then, as a final thing, there are optional tables for us, which we can use if we want to flesh out our characters, and that could be fun.
I would like to do that.
So these are terrible traits, some broken body things. Bad habits.
Oh, that's so good.
And troubling tales.
Okay.
So we can check that up as well.
Yeah, please.
It's on, if you want to, it's on page 39 in the core book.
All right. So terrible traits, it says roll twice. There's some really good ones in here.
Yeah. So we can start with you, the classless one.
So I rolled a 9 and a 20. So 9 is conflicted and 20 is arrogant.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then you can check the broken bodies table as well.
Yeah. Let's see what I got there.
Yeah.
That's just 1d20.
Yeah.
6. One hand replaced with a rusting hook for a d6 damage. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And then you have a bad habit.
All right. And then bad habit is another just d20.
Yep.
I make the jewelry from the teeth of the dead, if this can be considered a bad habit.
It's, I mean, I guess it's not the worst. It's better than making jewelry from the teeth of the living.
Uh-huh. That's fair. You know, why let it go to waste, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be using it. That's so good. And then I think there was like troubling tales as well, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Another 20. I rolled 3 20s. Your flesh heals twice as fast, but your companion's twice as slow. You see a many-eyed guardian angel. What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
So traveling with you makes us heal slower. Is that what this means?
Too bad.
It's not. It can't be me. It's got to be this weird angel thing that I keep seeing.
Can you talk to your many-eyed angel? You know,
probably. Yeah. Hey. Can we help our people out? I'm not the tank here. Oh, it's so good.
So should the Garaborn Scum check those tables as well?
Of course.
To begin with it. Terrible traits.
So I rolled twice, and I take both? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I have been secretly rolling. So I did get the so terrible traits. I am a loudmouth.
Oh.
And I am prone to substance abuse.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe that's why I have such disgusting phlegm. It's because of my substance abuse habits.
Mm-hmm.
Must be that.
Yeah. Okay, broken bodies.
And the noises you make when you do that give you the loudmouth tree.
Wow.
Ew.
Okay, I rolled a 9 on broken bodies. What is that? Hands caked with sores. Ew.
Oh, no.
Gross. Wow.
Thematic.
Yeah.
The Garaborn Scum.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. And then the bad habit. Rolled an 8. You pick your nose so deep it bleeds.
Oh, no.
I mean, I am disgusting. It's true. Is that what causes the sores on my hands?
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
And then troubling Tales. Oh, wait. Do we? It says the whole group can share the same backstory, or groups.
Yeah,
the group can share.
But it depends on what you roll here.
Okay.
But
okay, I'll roll.
Like roll a d20 or throw a knife at the page to the right.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, I rolled a 12. Evil creatures love the scent of your spore and are drawn to it, bringing disaster in your wake.
Oh, nice.
I make spores.
Just from your hands, I assume.
Well, it could be from so many things. It could be from my nose picking. It could be from my hands. It could be from my phlegm. Hey, who knows?
Amazing.
Yeah. So then I check my terrible traits. I am vindictive and cruel.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Sounds like a noble.
Yes. And when it comes to my body, my ears are broken and crushed.
Mm.
And I have a bad habit as well.
Ooh.
Pyromaniac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm vindictive and cruel.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like to put things on fire.
Yeah. I can just see our group walking in slow motion away from many a blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Well, that problem's taken care of.
Yeah. My character's like picking their nose.
And I have a troubling tale as well. I deserted the military after witnessing a massacre. Bounty on head. Hunted by former friends.
Oh.
Wow. There's a lot of backstory going on.
Yeah.
For your character. First,
lots of things to consider.
Was one of two princes who got kidnapped. And then at some point joined the military, deserted the military. And then hunted by former friends.
I wonder if that sword was specifically for princes in the military or whatever, or royalty in the military, and that's why it disdains you because you left your duty.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That could be a really great backstory, I think. But now we are done with our characters.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, you can do it a lot faster.
Yeah.
But
no, we like to deep dive in our selections and marinated them a little bit here. But my goodness, this, like, the amount of like visceral reactions I've had just making characters in this game is amazing.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, I think also for lots of adventure seeds for the GM.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Making an adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for our Mörk Borg character creation episode.
It was amazing. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really was. It's so funny. Pelle, do you want to remind people where they can find you online?
You can find me on Discord, in the Mörk Borg channel for Discord. And you can also reach out in the group Talk Mörk Borg, where you can find me very easily as well.
Very cool. Well, thank you again for joining us, and thank you to everybody for listening. Please join us on the next episode for our discussion block. Call to action.
Yeah, like that.
I love the character creation in this game. Pelle was an amazing guest walking us through this, and this game hits so hard every single step of the way. One of the things, if you don't own the book and you don't own the paid version of the book, there is just graphics galore oozing throughout this whole thing. It is so stylish. I highly recommend it. But as Pelle mentions, at some point in this series, you can actually get a free copy of the rules on their website, which just has the rules. No fancy artwork or anything like that. So you can at least get started playing the game. But honestly, this rule book is a work of art. Highly recommend it. And this series is definitely a unique one for sure. Can't wait to get to our discussion episodes where we get some phenomenal fan fiction through the discussion. So stay tuned for that. But before we let you go for the day, here is our normal calls to action. If you like what we are doing and want to support the show, please head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/charactercreationcast and sign up for any of our basic tiers. They are all set as a free trial right now, and every level has a ton of great rewards associated with it. We absolutely do need your help right now because we have dipped into the negatives because of various reasons. But if you could just head on over there, check out our tiers. The $10 tier is one of my favorites. Sticker of the Month Club. You get everything from below, as well as a bonus sticker every single month that you can only get through our Patreon. You can also get some C3 dice, some custom C3 D6s, and a personalized thank you card written by Amelia for the $5 and up level, as well as chit-chat episodes every week that we're able to do them for only $1 and up. We are currently under our operating budget, like I said, so any assistance here will be greatly appreciated. We also like to thank all of our patrons personally every episode, and in the spirit of keeping our episodes shorter, we are grouping by 3 now, so let's get started. Thank you to DJG, aka Tigranosaurus, Eric Bonds, and Daryl Holiday II. Shadim Kawal, the Shyest Barbarian, and Benjamin Sweeney, we appreciate your support so much. Thank you. Lorcan McGinnis, Rob Fletcher, and Kevin Brown, thanks for believing in us. Tentacle Duck, John Adamus, and David Chadwick, you shouldn't have, but we are so very glad that you did. Cole McCallum, Carlos Salazar, and Eric S., thank you for your support. Ian Potmeyer, Sorigoth, and Liam G., thank you for your continued support. Thanks, Brian Colm, Garden GM, and Tanglefoot. We are glad to have you with us. Blue Kryptonite, Danny, and Nicole Trainer, you are the best. Thank you. Liam Murray, Kenning, and Brian Kurtz, thank you so much. Mark E. Fair and Drew Owen, thanks for your continued support as well. And thank you to all of our future patrons. Your support is helping keep the lights on for this show. Every bit of support here helps tremendously, and we are incredibly grateful to all of you. If you're already supporting the Patreon or can't afford to do so right now and still want to show your support for the show, the next best way to do so is to leave a review on places like Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, or even Facebook. We'll read your review right here, and thank you personally the episode that we're able to afterwards. That's all we have for today's episode. Next week, we dive into the start of a really great discussion series. But until then, take care, everyone. Stay safe, drink some water, and keep making those amazing people. We'll see you next time. Character Creation Cast is a production of the One Shot Podcast Network and can be found online at www.charactercreationcast.com. Head to the website to get more information on our hosts, this show, and even our press kit. Character Creation Cast can also be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at CreationCast, or on our Discord server at discord.charactercreationcast.com. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Bolter, and I can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Lord Neptune or online at lordneptune.com. Our other host, Amelia Antrim, can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Ginger Reckoning. Music for this episode is used with a Creative Commons license or with permission from the podcast they originated from. Further information can be found within the show notes. Our main theme music is Hero Remix by Steve Combs and is used with a Creative Commons license. This podcast is owned by us under Creative Commons. This episode was edited by Ryan Bolter. Further information for the game systems used and today's guests can also be found in the show notes. If you'd like to support our show, find us on Patreon. Get access to bonus episodes, exclusive merch, and much more at patreon.com/charactercreationcast. Thanks for joining us. And remember, we find that the best part of any role-playing game is character creation. So go out there and create some amazing people. We'll see you next time.